With us now, local singer-songwriter, musician, Jessica Wilson. Jessica, hard times for musicians right now, especially local musicians. How are you dealing with this self-isolation thing?
The best way that I think anybody can possibly deal with it right now. Just using my time off to write some music and practice my craft, and that's about all you can do right now.
What kind of music are you writing? Has the COVID-19 crisis come into your musical themes here at all yet?
I actually, at the beginning of the pandemic, I released a song called Sick, which I guess kind of worked out in my favor.
Yes. Right.
So that's out of the way, but just writing some stuff for my album, because now that I'm home, I have the time to lock that down. But no COVID-19 inspired songs yet.
But I imagine that, musically speaking, lyrically speaking, that a lot of musicians will be writing songs potentially about loneliness, about isolation during this time.
Yes, 100%. I think it's definitely a popular theme right now, and I've seen some of my colleagues, post stuff on live streams and stuff about writing about the topic. I haven't gotten there yet, but now I'm going to steal your idea and I'm going to write a song.
Perfect. I don't need a credit,
okay, great.
Songwriting credit, but we can talk. You had a lot of, I checked your website, you had a lot of gigs booked in April, I think 11 in April, 17 through May. I imagine most of those April gigs have now officially been either canceled or postponed. What is May looking like?
Honestly, not great. I've lost over 25 gigs between St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, and the middle of April. The end of April for me isn't canceled yet, but I'm assuming I won't be playing any shows. So that'll bring my total to around 35 gigs canceled between the months. And I'm hoping May pulls through, but we will see. My fingers are crossed.
Is there any estimate as to how much revenue, how much income you've lost during that time as well?
Yeah, so far on just for me, the gigs that I've lost now at about $2,500 to $3,000 in gigs is gone. But I'm hoping to make that up this summer, but I would rather be healthy and stay at home than accept the money from the gig. So it's okay. I'm trying to be optimistic about it.
Yeah, it's very difficult. And as a musician, you're largely self-employed. Are you able to access any of the government programs that have been announced over the last few weeks?
Yeah, there's actually a lot of grants for musicians right now through the National Theatre School, which I apply for because I have the arts degree. And, Trudeau was talking about the self-employment for people that can apply for EI. So I'm hoping I'll qualify for those. I think I will, considering I've been directly affected by the pandemic, but we will see. I hope so.
Many musicians are taking the initiative to get on Facebook Live and use some other venues to do some live streaming of their own music and other people's music. I know you did participate in Livestream Niagara this past weekend. How did that go, and what was it like doing that?
It went well. It was nice to see my drummer after some time, and it was a good way to bring people together. I had a lot of messages from people being like, thanks for playing music. Well, I can enjoy it in my PJs at home. So it's all good. We have more plans. I personally have more plans for live streaming in the next few weeks, but just going to write some new stuff first and kind of plan that out, and hopefully it all works out.
You're also very active in local theater. And did you have anything booked in local theater that you had to suffer a cancellation of as well?
I had a lot of auditions canceled. Auditions can't be held, right? Because when you're in a dance call with 30 other people, it's too risky. So a lot of my auditions for the summer were canceled, which essentially means no theater work for summer. But everybody's in the same boat as I am right now. There's not a single artist out there that's not struggling. So I'm just being patient with it, and it's really no one's fault. Right now, we just have to be responsible and stay home and do our part so this can all be over very soon.
Looking at the future, I'm very concerned that, some of the bars and restaurants that do welcome local musicians, live music, some of them may not be able to survive this. Some of them may end up shutting down during this crisis. Is that something that you're concerned about as well?
It's definitely a concern for me. I'm hoping that people take this time to realize that the arts are sometimes taken for granted. I hope when this is all over that people go out and they go to their favorite local restaurant. I'm not sure if takeout is still a thing, but ordering even takeout from these restaurants, and that does directly affect me. So I'm hoping some of my favorite places don't have to close down. And I really feel for bars and restaurant managers right now because I think they're getting the hardest hit. And it's really unfortunate, but we're going to make it through. It's going to be okay.
Have you kept in touch with a lot of other local musicians and, shared some ideas for keeping busy, for staying positive? Because, talking to you right now, you're incredibly positive over all of this. And I think you should be sending that message out to some other musicians about that positivity.
Yeah, we definitely have group chats going, and we do video chats about what everybody's going through, and we're all kind of in the same boat and just kind of coping with it through humor, I guess. It'll definitely be super competitive when those gigs do come back. Everybody's going to want to be gigging, so that's a little terrifying, but I think we all have good intentions, and it'll be okay.
And with the summer season coming, a lot of opportunities for festivals and
Yep.
bookings through that. And again, there's just so much uncertainty.
There is so much uncertainty, and some of my favorite gigs that I've been at the last 5-6 years of gigging since I was a teenager, they've been canceled. Festivals have been canceled. Weddings that I've had booked for years and years have been canceled. It's very sad, but just postponed. So if not 2020, definitely 2021.
Jessica, it's great to talk to you today, and it's great to see you smiling and being so positive through all of this. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for talking.